Now, moving right along through the tabs is a really big part. Of course, I'm an e-commerce shop, so this WooCommerce integration, because my chocolate shop is run on WooCommerce. And so these are some pretty big parts that I'm really wanting to implement inside of my GetResponse account. So the way it's going to work first is this first option is called Export Customer Data. And so the way this works is going to be that, let's say my shop's been up for a while. I've got a few customers, I've got some sales data already in my WooCommerce shop, but I'm just now connecting my GetResponse account, to my WooCommerce shop. And so I can actually export this existing customer data that I have in WooCommerce to my GetResponse account. So I need to choose which list I want to kind of export the data to. Let's say it's going to be this list I have set up already. And then this is important. I want to include e-commerce data in this export. And so this means that I'll be, adding those existing customers that I have in my shop, and also then adding their e-commerce data, their purchase history, brands, how much they've purchased, things like that. And I need to choose a store. And so what you'll do, if this is your first time doing this, you'll need to create, as you can see here, I scrolled down here, a store. So it's basically got a description, create a GetResponse store where the e-commerce data is sent. This is where you'll be able to see the data about your customers in GetResponse through marketing automation, searching through the data of your contacts within GetResponse. So if you haven't created what's called a store yet, you need to do that now. You just click Add New, and you could create a store. But I already have quite a few test stores. You can see my Chocolate Monster store is what I'll be using. And so this is where, after I've created that, I need to send the data to this store. And you can see you've got some additional information like performance optimization. That's going to be totally up to you if you want to implement that. If you want to overwrite existing contact details, if those people are already on your list, you can choose that as well. So you can just click Export, and it's going to go ahead and do that for you. So it's going to running the export now and sending the data over to GetResponse. And while it's doing that, I can proceed further. Additionally, you have, customer data exported, so I can move on. So additionally, you have the option to add contacts at checkout. So you can add your WooCommerce customers once they actually are completing their purchases. So I need to choose this to be enabled. I want them to be added to the customers list. And then there's going to be opt-in text, sign up to get the latest updates from our shop is what it would say when they check out. You can enable it, the check mark by default. I'm going to leave that off. And again, the option to update contact information. And now additionally, what you're going to want to do, so it's just kind of like setting this up, just go all the way through your options, is to send e-commerce data. So this is handy. They're going to be added to the list when they check out if they if they're choosing to sign up for your marketing materials. But also you can start sending e-commerce data from your online store, kind of like that export we just did, but then this would be happening automatically. You don't have to do that manual export. That was just for people who are already on the list, or who are already in your WooCommerce account as customers before you've actually connected your GetResponse account and turned this option on. So you want to make it enabled, choose which store it's associated with like we did earlier, the list that we want it associated with, and again, the option for performance optimization. So that's again something you can look into if you need that. So we'll choose Save Changes. So that is, really good work. Our, WooCommerce settings are saved, and that's kind of would come into play. For example, let's say that I want to purchase these gummies, and I'm going to my cart. Oh, I've got lots of good things to buy. And this is what it looks like. Sign up to get the latest updates from our shop. So when someone's purchasing, including all of their information, their email address, they can sign up to receive our marketing information as well and be added to our list.